Hello, everyone. It's the one and only AIO Caraske. Today, we are here to react to. I think this is our first death battle reaction. I think this is our first. I watched death battle before, but like actually reacting to it, I think this is the first death battle reaction. Today, we're going to be reacting to Demon Slayer versus JoJo Bizarre Adventure. But hey, if you just here to see my reaction, I appreciate everyone for coming through and even though it's in the channel. But if you'd like to support me on my way to 5,000 subscribers, you are no. Oh God, I can't even speak. I just woke up. You already know what to do. Subscribe. Comment down below what anime I should watch next, YouTube video I should do next, or game I should play. There we go. And with all that out the way, let's get your reaction. Let's go. Pop.
Wiz! Hey! Don't be mad, but I pushed some buttons in your lab and now I'm in cyberspace. Looking for that elusive dislike bar that's been missing for months, but look what I found instead! Beer! Okay, not real beer, it's a bunch of emojis. Listen up, this is crazy. Did you know the Death Battle channel offers memberships for less than $3? I know, it's a steal! Members get exclusive badges, live streams, behind-the-scenes videos, members-only live chat, and over 20 unique emojis. All you gotta do is click the join button and you're in the club.
Death battle, let's go.
Tanjiro Kamado, the sun-breathing demon slayer swordsman.
Jonathan
really
Joestar, the very first JoJo who ever Jojed.
This thing on my
These two
screen.
anime monster hunters are as deadly with a blade as they are infinitely good-natured.
Yeah.
But don't cross them, else they might leave you breathless. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yep. Death battle.
Daisho Japan, an era of unparalleled progress and imperial domination.
They going deep into this
This
really.
empire had a sickness, a rot at its core. Demons. This race of superhuman cannibals originated from one being, their all-powerful progenitor, Muzan.
No, Michael Jackson.
Who
His name
spent
is
his
Michael
evenings
Jackson. No.
slaughtering families and eating them, including the Kamado clan.
Though one of them fatefully survived. The eldest son, Tanjiro.
Well, the good news
And
is your
sister
sister
somewhat.
Nezuko is
Dang,
alive
Tanjiro's
too.
short.
Bad news is she's a demon now. So
I mean, he's only
sorry,
15,
champ,
so.
I'm chalking this day up as an L.
But Tanjiro possessed the golden heart of an anime protagonist, and he devoted his life to curing Nezuko's curse and ending Muzan's evil once and for all.
So he joined the Demon Slayer Corps, a secret group of badass demon hunters with badass swords. Forged from a unique sunlight-absorbing ore, the Nichiren Blade is one of the only weapons that can decapitate a demon and end their unholy existence for good. Especially when combined with the Slayer's fancy pants katana magic.
It isn't katana
You said fancy
magic.
pants katana.
Okay,
man.
well, it's totally katana magic, but that's not what it's called.
Yeah, it's breathing, which is so lame. Anybody can do that. Oh, God.
Yeah.
The
What
use
happened?
of breathing is crucial to real-life martial arts. Deeper breaths massage the organs below the diaphragm, relaxing your body and lowering its energy requirement, while simultaneously giving you more energy to use.
Tanjiro mastered this breathing shit so well, he could do it in his sleep. Literally 24/7.
This is total concentration breathing, a technique developed by the Demon Slayers in order to massively increase their physical abilities to match their blatantly superhuman foes. Through the measured intake of oxygen, users can boost their concentration, reactions, and even manipulate the flow of their blood. This can help in slowing down poisons or speeding up the coagulation of wounds.
Which means he can use it to quickly recover in case of injury or
True.
fatigue. And Demon Slayers can combine their breathing with their blades for, well, katana magic.
Each breathing style is a
Katana
separate
magic.
form of sword
I love how you
The
say
first
katana
form
magic,
Tanjiro
dude.
mastered was water breathing, a flexible defensive style where a user's blade summons water to slice like a raging current.
Tanjiro's literal boneheaded stubbornness made
Oh,
him a
yeah.
prodigy Demon Slayer in no time.
He
No.
proved to be a tactical genius in combat,
Yes, he's
able
a
to
rock
discern
head.
an opponent's weaknesses and exploit them in the heat of the moment. It was almost as if demon slaying was in his very blood.
Because it was! Hundreds of years ago, the creator of the very first breathing style taught this knowledge to Tanjiro's ancestors, who passed it down to Tanjiro himself.
This was the dance of the fire god, the Hinokami Kagura, sun breathing.
With sun breathing, Tanjiro's sword bursts into godlike flames that slow a demon's healing factor and can turn into a wicked fire dragon.
Yeah,
Sun
that
breathing
was
increases
fire. I ain't
Tanjiro's
gonna hold.
speed and power, but at a cost. It will quickly tire him out,
Yup.
and overuse could
That's why I think
severely
he'll
debilitate
lose.
him.
Which can
That is why I
also
think
turn
he'll
on
lose.
this really
He didn't
distracting
even master
birthmark
it yet.
on his forehead.
Through intense
That's why I
stress
think he'll
and
lose.
exertion, Tanjiro can activate this Demon Slayer mark, which boosts his already crazy strength and speed even further.
And gives him access to the see-through world. Basically, it slows down time for Tanjiro and gives him x-ray vision.
This allows him such a precise understanding of his opponent's muscle movements that he can predict their future actions, sort of like a spider sense. He can even do the same with just his sense of smell. No Demon Slayer mark needed. Not only can his nose detect people from hundreds of yards away, it lets him find an opponent's opening in battle even easier than before.
You'd think being an anime swordsman would make Tanjiro even edgier than his blade, but he's basically the group mom, with an innocent little cherub sweetness matched only by his raw badassery.
Tanjiro is tough enough to survive being stabbed in the stomach, fast enough to dodge lightning, and strong enough to slice through and derail a literal demon train.
That demon turned himself into a train whiz! Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, that
And
was
this
weird,
demon
ain't gonna
Doma
lie.
was able to freeze the air into this giant ice statue in only a few seconds. That takes a lot of energy.
And Tanjiro's managed to keep up with similarly powerful demons like Hantengu, Akaza, and eventually the strongest of them all, Muzan himself.
With the help of his friends, of
Yeah, of
course.
course.
It would take
Took
all
all
their
of them.
efforts and countless sacrifices. But Tanjiro and the Demon Slayers would continue to fight to realize their dream.
Cause I was
of a
about to say,
world
people like
that is safe
people
for
just
humanity.
kept giving Tanjiro
And
like
whatever Inosuke is.
all the. I'm like, bro, it took all of them just to even get
England,
like really
but
get moves
infamously
on. Like, bro,
shit-tastic
if it was
time to
just
be
Tanjiro,
alive.
he would have
Whether
died.
you were a lowly street rat or a wealthy noble. Okay, well, that last one probably wasn't so bad.
That is, unless your dad, in all his infinite wisdom, decided to adopt the single greatest asshole in human history and
That-
make him your brother. That'd make you one unlucky schmuck.
That would make you Jonathan Joestar.
Jonathan
Hadn't you heard,
Joestar.
Wiz? Everybody just calls him Jojo.
Yeah, we just call
In
him
an effort to
JoJo.
take the Joestar fortune for himself,
Dang, he's
Jonathan's
way
new
taller than
brother
me.
Dio dedicated his
Not by that
life
much,
to
but
breaking
Jesus
Jonathan
Christ.
emotionally, turning him into a docile puppet. But after being bullied, beaten, and thoroughly traumatized,
Mm-hmm.
something awakened deep in Jonathan's heart. The raging fire of a gentleman.
I don't think
Oh,
beating the living
gentleman.
piss out of Dio was gentle, but it sure was
Meek.
satisfying.
Boy,
Too bad it didn't
I
last
love-
forever,
I love
because
watching
only a
that.
few years later, Dio got
Yeah,
his
Dio-
revenge
yeah,
when
Dio
he turned
came back.
into a vampire and killed Papa Joestar. Classic Dio.
With Dio now bent on world domination, Jonathan would need more than his righteous fist to save the day.
Yeah, he needed a creepy floating Italian man that punches frogs with the power of the sun.
It wasn't just any creepy floating Italian man. It was Will Antonio Zeppeli, a practitioner of Hamon, an ancient martial art designed specifically to do battle against vampires like Dio. Through their breaths, Hamon users can blast a hot electric ripple out of their bodies and flood it into their opponents. Huh.
That's what Haman means in English.
Oh.
A ripple. Man, if I had a
I
nickel
hate
for
that,
every
man.
anime protagonist who killed monsters with the power of breathing, well, that'd be 2 nickels. But let's agree, it's weird that it happened twice.
Hamon energy massively increases a user's physical abilities and allows them to
Killing,
disintegrate
yup.
vampires with a single punch. In order to fight Dio, Zeppeli taught Jonathan everything he knew.
Like the zoom punch, where Jonathan
So I'm
stretches his
guessing-
arm and punches an opponent
No,
from far
not
away
gonna say
like
that
he
yet.
chomped on a gum fruit. He does this by using the ripple to dull the pain of dislocating his shoulder before snapping it back. That might sound crazy, but there are real-life examples of breathing basically giving people superpowers.
Like the Dutch adventurer Wim Hof, who can survive being nearly totally submerged in ice water for almost 2 hours. Through forced exhalation, Hof drops his oxygen levels in order to supercharge his body's thermoregulation and release euphoric chemicals to numb the pain, just like the zoom punch.
Mon is basically just like the Eastern idea of chi. Voila! Which is circulated through the body by, what else? Breathing. And just like chi, it can do lots of crazy shit.
Like walking on water, magnetizing plants, or controlling an enemy's muscles. It can even be transferred through solid surfaces like metal.
And he can catch his
And
fists on fire
and then also
slam
I
you
think
senseless
the reason why I
with
think
his
Joestar
patented
also he's
sunlight
more
yellow
experienced
overdrive.
in breathing.
It'll leave
I
any
feel like he's
monster
more
smiling
experienced.
and satisfied.
Uh-huh. Jonathan took these skills as he, Zeppeli, and the definitely not just there for exposition Speedwagon invaded Dio's domain and waged war against an army of bloodthirsty zombies.
Including Dio's right-hand monsters, Bruford and Tarkus. Tarkus was strong enough to rip entire boulders out of the ground.
They can make anybody win.
Cliff with one
But
swing. He can
I
even
feel like
snap
they're being
JoJo's
realistic.
neck and cut our old pal Zeppeli in
Joestar win.
half.
Just me personally. I love Tanjiro. Believe me, Demon Slayer is even a better anime in my opinion. But
Before
just
succumbing,
saying,
Zeppeli's
based
last
off
act
feats.
was to pass his ripple
Just based
on
off
to
feats,
Jonathan,
dude.
not only allowing him to heal his own broken neck, but also combine their energies together.
And making JoJo strong enough to cut through Tarkus's giant arm. Not with his nifty new sword Pluck, with his bare goddamn hand.
With this power boost, Jonathan faced Dio once and for all, and fisted him with his raging hot ripple. Wait.
Yeah, you didn't make it
Dio
sound.
was pretty
Said
impressive,
fisted.
considering Dio could later fight faster than light stands like Star Platinum. Hell, even other Ripple users like Joseph can dodge beams of light too.
But more than his strength or speed, or even Haman, Jonathan's greatest strength was always his intelligence and unstoppable determination. It was that burning drive for justice that defeated Dio all those years ago, and the same one that defeated him again. But this victory was bittersweet.
He may be built like a brick shithouse, but Jonathan's got the personality of a golden retriever. Even after everything Dio did to him, all the lies and abuse and dad murder, Jonathan still loved him like a brother, and still cried those hot, wet 80s man-made tears.
And even after Dio returned on Jonathan's wedding night to murder him and steal his body, Jonathan sacrificed himself so his wife and unborn child could escape. But he did not die in vain. His bloodline would continue throughout the ages, spawning a line of illustrious and bizarre heroes who would crush Dio's plans and save the universe.
And they all had one thing in common: his name, JoJo. Wait, is the ripple his tip?
All right, the combatants are set. Run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I'm gonna let that slide.
Babel, language for life.
Oh, I might use Babel, okay. Oh, so we're Demon Slayer. Oh, what? There's no way he's attacking.
Aside! I've sworn to slay all of Dio's demonic minions.
Oh.
I don't know who you are, but you
He's after
better
Nezuko.
leave her alone.
You poor wretch, shackled by the chains of this
Shackled by the
insidious
chains.
mind control. On my honor, as a gentleman, I will free
As
you!
a gentleman, I will.
I'm sorry, sir. Did you bump your head?
Mink. They're gonna make Tanjiro win. Watch this.
Concentration! Most unorthodox. Fight with valor, noble swordsman, but I know the burning passion of my heart will carry me through!
Aw, he's kind of adorable, like a puppy.
Tanjiro would not be saying that. Gummo no! Water breathing. That's first form?
You're mine!
No.
Valiant footwork!
Can't remember what form that is. Ooh. Got a treat.
You will fall!
Tanjiro, you can't cut the. Come on, Tanjiro. Cut that tree, man.
No kamikaze.
Let's go. No build up, just straight. Sense him out. Sense him out.
Incredible! You could teach me a thing or two!
He's a flame, it looks like. Oh. Okay. Tanjiro, come on. Deep in.
Breathing is carrying some kind of energy. Like me.
He can see
That
through.
means I know how to stop him.
Flame breathing. I mean, yeah, flame. Sorry.
Sitting on
Dang.
my neck. Does he know? Metal, silver, overdrive!
Overdrive. Yeah, he's still alive. Breathing. Oh.
I got you.
He's not in the demon mode yet. And once he finds that string, but you can break the string.
He's going for my lungs!
Yup, like I just said.
2 inches off. Did he dodge?
He moved the mug. He moved it. He moved it.
She's my sister.
Oh my god, this is why he loses.
On my honor as a gentleman,
As a
I will
gentleman.
protect her with my life.
So I was right. I was right. Based off feats. No, he's gonna get back up. No, that's it. No, he's up. Oh, that's it. I was right. I told you. He has more
really
feats.
hard. Holy shit, hold me.
And more experience in breathing,
On
which you
paper,
just seen.
Tanjiro did initially seem to have more
Tanjiro just went
advantages in this
bloodlusting and still
For
lost.
sure. He'd been training for way longer than
freaking right.
Jonathan, and with
I was
way
freaking
more
right.
experienced teachers.
That's what-
Tanjiro's
yep.
Demon Slayer journey took place
See,
over a couple of years.
even though
while
he
Jonathan's
trained
ripple
more-
training was less than a month.
Tanjiro was obviously a superior swordsman.
Oh, yeah,
with
he
a
did train
variety of
more.
Powerful techniques and
It seemed like it
katana
was longer
magic,
because that man
while
took a
Jonathan
while.
really only improvised as a swordsman.
But that's where the advantages stop. Sure, Jonathan wasn't a natural swordsman, but he more than made up for it in hand-to-hand
Hand-to-hand combat,
While
yep.
Tanjiro was pretty much out of options without a blade.
Jonathan also had an edge in strength. Comparing
Yeah.
Tanjiro to Doma and Jojo to Tarkus, Jonathan was over twice as strong. And while Tanjiro later fought the more powerful Muzan, Jonathan did the same with Dio.
He was way faster too.
Mm-hmm.
While Tanjiro and his pals could dodge lightning, we can compare Jonathan to other Ripple users like Joseph, who could dodge light, which is over 3,000 times faster.
Than
that
lightning,
might seem
so-
crazy, but in part 3, Dio was able to keep up with stands like Star Platinum, which can move faster than light. Dio did this on his own, and that was while using Jonathan's body.
Even with multiple ways to predict Jonathan's movements and see the flow of his ripple with X-ray vision, Tanjiro would not have been fast enough to keep up.
Especially with the ripple backing him up. Sure, the water and fire Tanjiro generates is impressive, but Jonathan was tough enough to power through.
And don't he got
Tanjiro,
regeneration,
though, had
too?
no way to defend against the ripple bypassing his durability and directly messing with his organs.
Like,
Such as
bruh.
manipulating his muscles like a puppeteer, or directly shutting off his brain or heart, something other Ripple users have done to ordinary humans with a single zap. And Jonathan had the opportunity to do this literally every time Tanjiro blocked his blade.
Wow.
Sure, Tanjiro could
This man
recover
was literally
himself
holding
with a
back.
breath, but that'd be a breath spent healing and not, fighting.
And while sun breathing's overuse was dangerous to Tanjiro,
Wow.
Jojo's Hamon had no such drawback.
Which meant that Jojo could keep fighting for as long as he needed to.
Tanjiro was never going to go down easy, but Jonathan's speed, Hamon, and righteous gentlemanly fists carried him to
Right,
victory.
gentlemen.
Jonathan took
gentleman fist,
Tanjiro's
bro.
breath away.
The winner is Jonathan
Joestar,
Joestar.
yeah. Joestar, easily.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.
So one thing I was wrong about, I thought Joestar had way more, not way more experience, but just more experience in general. I was wrong about that. It just seems longer because his training, even though it was a month, it felt long. Like for me personally, it just felt long. And then he's older too. I just thought he was just more experienced. I guess in hand-to-hand combat, he's more experienced. Breathing, he's more experienced, but he's not the more experienced swordman, that wouldn't matter because you just clearly see he just right through his body and just ate it and just made Tanjiro, like he made Tanjiro to death. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Death Battle, all that good stuff, and yeah, I'll upload this when I get out of school because I ain't gonna have time to. Well, I'll try to squeeze it in there. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. A.I.O. Caraske, y'all. Peace, yo.